think I like it, honestly. Here's a quick size comparison of these two. When something works, I don't deviate. Hold on. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do kind of like a little collective haul of things that I have ordered and kind of just received over probably like 2 or 3 weeks, honestly. I have makeup, which is very rare for me to share, and I kind of wanted to try it on with you guys here, hence why I only did partial makeup right now, which I'll go over in a minute. I have some clothing pieces, I have some shoes, I have a dress. I do have an organizer that I did receive from DGAZ. They did reach out and gifted it to me, so I do want to share that for my new Hermes Bride, the larger size, and kind of give you guys a quick comparison of the sizes of the small and the large, because I did get asked some questions, and I think that's gonna be it. We'll probably chat a little bit throughout, so I hope you enjoy it and stick around. Let's finish off my makeup, which is what I was doing, hence why I'm still in my PJs. But I wanted to go basically just through the base really quick. I just did my skincare. I did put on my tinted SPF in the base, and I've honestly just been really liking having just the tinted SPF and then using my concealer, which is the Dior Skin Correct, I think that's about it, 24-hour hydration creamy concealer. This is actually a recommendation from Amber Ashley here on YouTube. I'm sure you all know who she is, but as soon as she spoke about the foundation from Dior, I knew that I needed to add it. And then when I went in, I also picked up the concealer. I love it. It is just, I feel like I have something. Anyways, it is just so lightweight, and as you can see, I basically just put it under my eyes. It is a perfect match at the moment. I swear I have something on my lips, I'm sorry. And then my cheeks are normally like, this area right here is normally like the redder area on my face, so that just basically has the tinted SPF at the moment. And then I just spot conceal like any breakouts, which are usually within like the chin area. This is my go-to when I don't want to do my regular full-on makeup, which is still very, very minimal, but I do want to spot conceal some of the areas that are just, you know, a little bit too out there at the moment. So I did use the concealer for that. Then I did do my eyelashes, which is one of my favorite things from doing my makeup. I just love like a good mascara, some very pretty lashes, so I just added mascara to mine. And then the lip balm that I'm using at the moment, oh, the mascara I'm using, of course, is this one. I said that I have received this one in a giveaway, and I've loved it, you guys. As soon as it's done, I'm going and repurchasing it. It is actually from Chanel. I had been having a lot of issues with mascara because what had been happening was that they were actually kind of just making like my under eye and this side part black. I guess they were like bleeding out with the humidity and the heat in Miami, but this one doesn't do that. So I don't know what it is. I tried a ton of different ones. I tried a bunch of recommendations. None of them seem to work except this one, so I'm sticking with it. That is something about me and my makeup and skincare. When something works, I don't deviate just because I don't want to be bothered with trying new makeup and seeing if it works or not. I'm sorry, I'm not the makeup channel if that is what you are here for. I am definitely not your girl for that. But I do like this one. It's in the color 10 Noir. And then, as I said, I just kind of do a very lightweight sort of layer on top. For my lips, I am using the newest Laneige lip product, and that is the Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum. I got it in the color Peach. I've talked about Laneige, I think, since I started my Instagram, my YouTube. I love their products. I have their glowy lip balm. I have their sleeping mask. It is my holy grail product. That is something that I cannot live without. I love just like putting a thick layer on my lips overnight, and my lips the next morning just wake up so hydrated, so soft. This is the only lip product that I'm able to like put on, and even when it goes away, my lips still feel moisturized. I know it's not for everyone. My sister-in-law says that this does not work for her. She actually likes other lip products, so I'm not saying that this is the best lip product out in the market, but for me, it is. And I love everything that they release. I'm so excited that they did bring these out, because these actually have like a little bit of color payoff on like their glowy lip balms, which are just basically clear. These actually give you just a little bit of some color on your lips. They have a ton of different ones, so you know, I'm probably going to be adding some more. So that's that for, what do I have back here? My phone. That is that for what I currently have on my face. Let's get into what I picked up. So first off, I went to Ulta. I was good. I literally went in to look for these products and then I just ended up adding a little extra something at the end, but it's very minimal. I have been hearing about Dibs for as long as I can remember. I had been wanting to try them because I am super into like cream products at the moment. I just feel like they lay on my skin. I think that's the word. So when I wear them, they just look so much better than any powdered products. I feel like that also comes into play as you get older. For all you makeup gurus out there, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, I had been wanting to try, this is called their Desert Island Duo, and it's basically a brush and a bronzer. I am huge on blush. I love me a good pinky, corally sort of blush. Bronzer, I guess it's because I honestly don't know how to apply it that well, and I think that's the reason why I'm just not loving it. Anytime that I get a bronzer, I just feel like my face looks dirty, but again, that could just be a user error. But this one, what I really liked about it was that the bronzer actually doesn't look too dark. So here is what the bronzer looks like. By the way, I picked up the 2.5 on this duo, and really quick, just to share on my hand. So there it is. It does seem a little bit dark on my hands, but I did blend it in store and it blends out super nice. We'll see. We're gonna try this together as I put it on now. And then for the blush, I just loved the pink shade of this one. There we go. And then again, this is just such a pretty pink. Look at that. I love that pink. It's just such a like Barbie pink, honestly. I also picked up, and I texted my sister-in-law while I was in store and I was like, do I need the brush? She's like, you do, it's a must. I'm like, okay, so let's pick it up then. And it is their double-ended face brush, and this is something that Courtney, the owner of this brand, is always raving about. What I felt about the brush though was that like it seems very soft, and I don't know, but I feel like to apply on the bronzer I might need something that's a little bit like thicker in a way. Maybe this is the bronzer one. Okay, so we're gonna do this as the bronzer one. So this is what the brush looks like, and then this as the blush one. Okay, let's do that together because this video is already so long and I don't want it to be extremely long, but here we go. So bronzer first. Oh my, hopefully I'm doing this correct. Any tips are more than welcome in the comment section. I am definitely not your go-to makeup person, okay? Just making sure we all know that. You see what I mean? I just feel like it's kind of like dirty in a way. I don't know, you guys. Let me know what I can do in order to apply this better. Let me go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Oh my God, what is that? I feel like this on camera is just picking up so differently. I don't have that mark when I looked at myself in the mirror. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's just like a weird shadow. You see? Like when I look back, I don't have that. Anyways, let's continue on. So that's that for the bronzer. It did blend out super nicely. And then, excuse me. And then for the brush, the blush. And like I said, I just love blush. I don't mind going like overboard with blush because I honestly just really like it. So. And that's that for blush. I mean, everything looks fine. It blends in really nicely. It's very like light, which is perfect, especially if I'm wearing a tinted sunscreen, because I don't want my like makeup to be too crazy in some places and then very minimal in others. So I feel like everything just looks very well put together. For the brush, I love this side. This side I have to play with a little bit more because I do feel like it is too like puffy in a way, and I'm not used to using that type of brush style for my blush. And then the last thing that I did pick up while I was there was this makeup buffer brush, and I just want to have this for when I use my full-on like Dior foundation. I feel like maybe this can blend out the foundation, even though honestly I have just been using my fingers in order to apply my foundation because I feel like it looks a lot more lightweight that way and it doesn't look as heavy. That foundation is totally buildable, but for me and like the current look that I want to go for, that's what's been working best. Continuing on with the makeup, my dearest friend Cece, Girl Gone Luxe here on YouTube and Instagram, which by the way, she just got the most amazing Hermes offer. If you haven't checked out her unboxing, I'll leave a link down below for you guys to go check her out. But she gifted me a gift card from Sephora for my birthday. Very, very sweet gesture of hers. So I went in and picked up a couple of things that I needed, and then I just added a couple of random bits as well. So this is my, actually I don't use these. I use another one. I think the brand is Hero. These are just for breakouts. They really just like suck out any juicy kind of nasty pimple that you may have. And I have seen a few videos about this one. This brand is called Peace Out, which I thought was so funny. Now, with all that being said, I do want to point out that the glue on these things is crazy, like harsh. When I was peeling off that one that I had, it just got all of my little hairs because I don't do, I think it's microblading. I think that's what it's called, around my face. So it just pulled all my little hairs and I honestly almost cried. So just keep that in mind. It's very good, but it has a little bit of a downside. So that's what I picked up on that I just needed to get another one of. Another thing that I love for my acne is the Mario Badescu skincare, and it is the drying lotion. Another product that I just use over and over again when I have like a red pimple coming through, just when it's starting. This is amazing. And then the rest of the things are just kind of like things that I picked up, and we're gonna try them out here. This one is a Anastasia Beverly Hills volumizing tinted brow gel. I don't do anything to my brows. This is in the color medium brown. I just basically use a brow gel to kind of like fluff them up a little bit. The packaging is so cute. I love that. Very like chic. And I just fluff them up a little bit and just keep them as natural as they are. So let's see how this works. Hold on. The wand is kind of funny though. Can you guys see how like it has longer bristles there than on the whole kind of brush? That's interesting. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna start off with the shorter end and kind of deposit the product. And then I'm gonna go in with the longer bristles to brush them out, maybe. Oh god, I don't think, oh my god, this is very dark. Is this very dark? Hold on. What a shit show. Okay, I tried to remove that as best as I could. I just feel like it has a lot of product. It more like darkens your eyebrows than it does kind of like fluff them up. Not the look that I was going for. So I think that product is definitely going back. I tried to fix it as best as I could, but let's try to ignore the eyebrow for now. Oh my lord, what a fail. Anyways, so that was that. The next thing that I did pick up that I have been wanting to try was one of Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty liquid blush. Look how cute this is. The other thing that I wanted to try, and I think that this was just a free sample, which I was very excited about, is the Ole Henriksen, probably butchering that. And this one is the Banana Bright Eye Cream. I have heard great things about this one. This is extremely small. I didn't think it was going to be this small, but it is a tester, I guess. So this is what we have. This is a pricey little baby. I feel like eye cream is very expensive. So we have a good amount of product there. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one out. And then last but not least, we have my birthday kind of freebie that Sephora does. So I picked up a travel sort of set from Laneige, and it has a ton of good products inside. So it has this is their cream skin toner and moisturizer, and I've really been liking using toner lately. I know that that's kind of like a hit or miss a lot on like skincare, but I do feel like when I apply a toner, my moisturizer just kind of like soaks into my skin a little bit better. So I'm glad that we have that one. And then we also have my favorite, a small little travel size of their lip sleeping mask. And last but not least, we have a Water Bank cream moisturizer. This moisturizer of theirs is definitely kind of more like water based, but it's still so thick and like really good. I really like this moisturizer from them. So that does it. Hopefully this wasn't a complete mess, but that's basically what I picked up from the beauty side of things. Let's dive into now kind of like the accessories and the clothing bits. All right, so starting off with the clothing pieces that I picked up, and both of these sets are going to be from L&M, and I had been wanting to add something from L&M for quite some time. However, I was just always so hesitant about it, but she released a set which I will share next, and I knew that I needed to add that piece into my collection, and this was one that I had also been eyeing. It was finally in stock in both of my sizes, so I went ahead and bit the bullet, and it is one of their monogram sets. She's very known for these particular sets, so as you can see, she has the double E kind of like throughout the pieces, and I just love that detail. I thought it was so fun. Obviously the color burgundy and I are still having a moment, and I really liked how it went paired together. However, what I love about matching sets is that then you can use each pieces independently and just pair them with other things in your wardrobe. The fit is chef's kiss. I went with a medium large for the top and the bottom. I love how it fits around my arm. That's something that I do struggle with a lot, specifically in tops. Sometimes they'll fit great on my body, but then they'll be a little bit tight because I do have a little bit of chunkier arms. But for this one, the fit is perfect. I do love that it has kind of like a thicker band detail both on the arms, the crew neck of the t-shirt, as well as the bottom part of the t-shirt here. The t-shirt does have two little kind of like slits on the side. However, you guys know I will definitely be doing a little bit of a front tuck. And then heading into the pants, they are extremely high-waisted belly button, and then this is where they hit me. They do have pockets, which we always appreciate, and they also have a super cute pocket detail in the back, and they are functioning as well. Length is perfection, at least for me. I'm 5'3". They hit me perfectly where I can wear them with flats or I can wear them with sneakers, which is kind of like the shoes that I will be pairing with this type of outfit, just because I feel like this is kind of like a hanging out, maybe running errands, even a travel outfit, and that's the way that I want to style it. So this set was honestly so good. I'm so glad that I added it. She does have it in different color combinations, and I feel like every time she releases a new collection, she'll add this set either in a short sleeve or in a cardigan or in a long sleeve option in different colors. So I'm very excited to see what she's gonna add for the fall winter season, and I might just have to grab another one in order to add to my closet. Okay, moving on to set number 2, and this is the one that I said that as soon as I saw it, I was like, I definitely need to finally add one of her pieces into my collection. It comes in this navy shade, and then it also comes in red. I just personally feel like navy is more of a me color, so that's the option I went for. It does come with a tank top, and all of these pieces are sold separately, you guys. So I know I'm saying like it comes with, but they're all separate pieces that you can add, and I like that because you can pick the sizes as it best fits you. So again, medium top, medium bottom, medium cardigan, which I'll get to in a minute. For top, this is the fit. I do really think I could have sized up on the shorts. Honestly, like this is where the medium hits me, and it's a little bit tight on the waistline. Nothing extremely crazy, but I feel like a large would have been a little bit looser, and I think that's kind of like the fit that I would have liked to have gone with. However, I'm also at a maintenance phase on my training, so I have gone up a little bit and then I will drop down again. And I feel like it'll fit me a little bit better when that time comes. I did want to mention, because I didn't say it on the other set, the quality of these pieces is so great for me personally and for the warm weather. I know that they look like they're like a heavy knitted sort of material, but they're not. They give off that vibe, but they're very lightweight, very comfortable to wear during the hot seasons. So again, this is what the top looks like. I love the kind of like little scallop details that it does have throughout the entire top. And obviously this is something that you can use with jeans, with a maxi skirt, with so many options. And then these are the shorts. So the shorts have no pockets on the side. They do have these super cute little pocket details on the back. They also have the little scallop detail at the bottom, which I feel is so adorable. And she did add belt loops, which I think could be nice, because if you do decide to do like a little tuck, then you can add a belt and it kind of like breaks up all the navy color of it. So yeah, this is what this set looks like. Now, this one did come with a cardigan, and a lot of the pictures were styled with all three pieces obviously together. I don't think I'm personally going to be wear all three pieces together. I think I'm going to do it separate, but I just wanted to share what it looks like. So this is the cardigan, which you can throw over top. Let me share with you guys how it is that I would style it. The option with the cardigan is my favorite. I love the V neckline, which allows you to add a few layering necklace pieces. The detail on this cardigan, you guys, is so good. The pearl buttons are my favorite. I love that it also has it on the sleeves, and the sleeves you can kind of cinch in if it is a little bit warmer. And how cute. I honestly love this piece. It's my favorite out of everything that I picked up. And the best part is that you can transition it into fall and winter. Of course, it's a great layering piece, which you can throw things over top or on the bottom as well, and then throw this over. I like it all buttoned down, but then I also thought that I could do like the last button undone, and I feel like it looks so cute because you can see the navy waistband kind of peeping through. All right, so let's dive into the pieces that I picked up from H&M, and this is one that's going back, and I'll share with you guys why. I am still on the hunt for the perfect east-west bag, and as soon as I saw this one pop up in H&M, I was like, that's perfect. I can grab that and sort of test it out to see if it is a silhouette that I will like, in order to see what I feel comfortable with investing in this particular bag. Now, the bag itself is great. I also love the faux suede style of it, because going into the fall season, I thought that she would be a perfect little addition. I really like this style of handbag in the sense that it is open. That's just my personal preference for like a tote style of bag. It has these two zippers here, which give you a little bit more room in order to put things inside. It has these like long little tabs, which I thought were so fun. And the space inside is really, really good. Comes really well packaged also. I've seen a ton of videos lately of like Coach sending their bags looking a hot mess. And I'm surprised, honestly, because Coach has always been one of those brands where I feel like they do packaging so well. But again, I do feel like they have been getting a lot more of demand for their pieces lately. So I wonder if they're letting the ball drop and kind of now starting to like overlook those little details that we really love and expect. Hopefully not, Coach. Hopefully not. So back to this one. Space is great. I feel like you can carry so many things in here. And I mean, you guys, it was literally like under $30, under $40. So you can't expect too much, which is fine. I wasn't looking for a quality made handbag, but I just wanted something in order to test out the silhouette. And I feel like it is a great style. Like the East-West is perfect. I want it to be known that this is an East-West bag, not like is it or is it not sort of situation. And I really like that. And the only reason I am returning it is the straps are just so thin that I don't know how well they are going to hold up. I just thought she was such a cute little bag. I don't know. You guys tell me. Is the straps like such a big deal? I feel like the straps are so flimsy. I don't know. I think I like it, honestly. Like, is it going to be... I love the silhouette of it. I feel like it's so cute. And then you can do like a little top handle moment if you wanted to. Carry it, you know, like on your arm. I love the drop length. I feel like it's so comfortable, even if you're wearing a jacket or a coat going into like fall and winter. Do I keep it? Is she good? I don't know. I have to decide, but I still wanted to share with you guys because again, I just felt like the silhouette was such a good one. Okay, next up are two pairs of sandals, and it is these again from H&M. These popped up and hello, color. I knew I needed to add them, especially because how perfect is this pairing? I mean, it couldn't have gotten any better. I mean, I love the braiding detail. I think that it adds a really nice touch to what could be a very classic sandal. And look at the contrast stitching. How fun is that? It does have a little bit of cushion on the heel, which I always appreciate, especially for like flat shoes, because if you do use them and walk a lot in them, your heel will start hurting over time. And then last but not least, this was the Target find and I am obsessed. It is such a nice, pretty, like flowy dress. I love that it has this black detail here in the top, and I was looking for something like this because we have a beach little getaway coming up and we are going to dinner, and I wanted to wear my Dior raffia heels one more time before the summer is officially over, which I know that here in Miami summer is technically never over, but I feel like raffia is definitely like a summer sort of material. And then I'll pick up other sandals in order to be able to wear this piece later on in the year. I wanted to say that the kind of material of it is really nice. It's like a heavy gauzy material, but you guys, it's fully lined all the way to the bottom. So I really love that. Has pockets, which again is just always a nice plus. And then the back is just like a loose fit. So that's where sizing is kind of iffy. I went with a small. I feel like it fits me fine. Could I have gone with an extra small? Maybe, but I feel like it would have been a little bit too tight on the chest area. And my girls, as I always say, they're not too big. So I feel like you can honestly go true to size or size down depending on your body frame. But yes, I loved it. It also comes in all black if you're feeling like an all black look would be better. All right, and then I almost forgot, I picked up some Sam Edelman shoes. They were having a sale during their 4th of July. And guys, the Sam Edelman shoes are so good. I have now, well, you guys know I love my loafers. I have 2 pairs in 2 different colors. Those are the best loafers out in the market. Prove me otherwise, but I love those things. I take them when we go traveling and I walk over 15,000 steps in them, and they are honestly more comfortable than some of my sneakers. So I was like, you know what? I need to like dive in and try some of their other shoes. I have yet to really go out and fully like put the heels to the test, but I saw these and then I also wanted to add a neutral color. These are a little bit shorter, which I thought were great. This is also a great like office or work wear kind of shoe if you need to dress up a little bit but you want to be comfortable with a lower heel. They do have a cushion in the footbed, and I feel like that's honestly what makes all the difference for the comfort of these shoes. And then as I was about to check out, I saw these and I was like, oh no. Look at the detail of this heel. It is absolutely stunning. I mean, honestly, just the detail of this shoe, I was like, okay, no, I need to get them. I don't know when I'm gonna wear them, how I'm gonna wear them, but I'll figure it out. These are a higher heel, so as you can see, I think these are about 3.5. The other ones are 3 inches, so do keep that in mind. But they're just so beautiful. Your leg looks so long and so stunning in these heels. I personally love a good pointy toe heel. I just feel like it elevates really any look, even if you're wearing jeans and a cute top. But my issue has always been that I do have wider feet at the front, so they've always been very, very uncomfortable. Hopefully these are not the case. I've gotten a ton of feedback from a bunch of you guys, and you have said that you have walked in them, you've worked in them, and they have always been super comfortable. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it'll be the same for me. All right, so let's get into the last piece that I wanted to share, and that is the Brac organizer. As I said, this was gifted to me by DGAZ. It is a brand that has gifted me organizers, but that I have also purchased inserts and organizers from. So really quick, I wanted to share, I have my Brac in the small size, and then I recently got the larger size. It was a surprise gift from the hubby for my birthday, and I'm so excited to have both. But here's a quick size comparison of these two. The large one is honestly like a speedy 25. It fits so much. It is such a good piece, especially if you want to use it for like a little beach bag and you need to carry a little bit more than just, you know, maybe like an SPF, a lip balm, your phone, and your card holder, which that will fit perfectly in here. If you do need to carry a little bit more, then this size is perfect. So on the small one, I already have an insert, which was also gifted to me by DGAZ, and I really like it simply because it allows for the interior of this piece to stay clean. It does have certain little pockets throughout. I personally don't use those pockets just because I feel like I just throw my things inside, and even to close the bag and kind of use it as a little top handle bag, it is better not to have like the sides filled with things, just because it'll restrict kind of like the little slouch that it does get. So I thought that we could go ahead and open this one together and then put it inside the larger one and see how that looks. Now, one thing that I do want to mention about the DGAZ products and that I love love is that you're able to customize or pick the color which you want. So they do have some already displayed when you go ahead and purchase them, and you can order these through Amazon. Those obviously will arrive to you probably a little bit quicker. But if you wanted to specifically choose a color to match perfectly with your piece, they have so many good color options to pick from. So this is what she looks like. It comes in this little cute bow packaged up here. I wanted it to match with my bag, so I chose the exact same color, and that is Fue, F-U-E, I think it is. Look how beautiful that is. Let's put it side by side. It's gonna look so good, because right now the interior of this one, and I believe it's the same for all of them, let me know if you own one with a colored interior. It is stuffed with just bubble paper, bubble wrap, whatever, but the interior is a light interior. So as I said, I wanted it to match. Oh, so good. And I really like that it's not too high up. Let me show you, because it's still gonna allow me to have that little slouch, which is what I love about this piece. So you see how it has pockets itself, like the Brac has its own built-in pockets. This is actually a little bit lower than those pockets. How beautiful is that pop of color? Like, how fun is it to open this up and see all your things, and then that pop of color as well? Love it. And then you're just able to fit so many things in here. And then you close her back up, and it still gives you like that little slouch, which is what I love about this piece. Let me do a side-by-side comparison. The difference is monumental, honestly. I love them both. I feel like they both serve a great spot in like a handbag collection, and I just love the little kind of like top handle moment. They do have some conversion kits as well. I personally don't love it as a shoulder or crossbody, just because I do feel like it pops out a little bit too much, but that's just my personal take. If you like it, then go for it. But yes, these are my two little sort of new beach bags, and I'm loving it. So yeah, I just wanted to share that insert from DGAZ, because as I said, they really just make some really nice inserts and organizers. The material is also like a silky satiny material, and I just feel like it looks so chic inside of your pieces. And I'm so glad that they do have the organizers for these pieces, because even though the Brac is technically a toiletry, you all know we love finding ways in order to incorporate these Hermes pieces as more than just one way. And I love that we can use it as a little handbag, and their insert is a great way in order for you to care for the interior of these pieces. All right, you guys, so that does it for this random haul, certain things I picked up and just wanted to sit down and share with you guys. The makeup was like all over the place, but that's pretty much how my makeup routines go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye, everyone.